Hello everybody and welcome again to my corner of the internet. Thank you for joining me here today. We have got another Vinted haul unpackaging because it's not a box. Yeah, me and Vinted might have to break up. This is getting ridiculous. So this is one where somebody was selling multiple things of diamond art. So I made them an offer. As someone who hates haggling, I'm enjoying doing it to try and make sure I'm getting a bargain. Partly because I'm very aware that a lot of these are probably Temu Shane type images or original purchases. I hope you could hear that. I'm just going to zoom. Except now you can see the chaos that surrounds me a little bit more. Maybe some video editing later. So this, I got a bundle of 5 items. I think I offered £5, and then obviously you've got the postage on top for Vinted, which gets me every time. Where I think, oh, that was an amount of money I was happy to spend, and now it's like feels really expensive. So we've got a beautiful, apparently double-horned unicorn. Didn't notice that previously. Gotta love an AI image. The symbols. That's what you call them, isn't it? Symbols seem to be nice and clear. And actually, I've been learning a lot about diamond painting and cross stitch. There's lots of overlap recently, and this looks like it could actually have been what's called hand rendered. And basically what that means is instead of the image just having been printed on the grid, if I come in on its ear here, can you see how all of these like whitish, all the bits on this white line, they match the line, which is amazing, as opposed to it just being printed over the top. And if I can, I'll see if I can find another one to show you. So that's the first one. The colours for this one. Some pretty ugly ones in there, but also lots of rainbowy type colours. I can see pinks, hot pink. I love a hot pink. Pink and purple are probably my favourite colours. Ooh, I spy with my little eye. There's some, what's called ABs. Stands for Aurora Borealis. Oh, I should probably edit that out. Basically, they've got some extra shine on there, which I would love to show you, but it's so not happening right now, because if I take these out of here, it's going to be a nightmare. I would have no way of identifying. And obviously your usual cheapy toolkit. I'm really being quite paranoid at the moment about the stuff that can now be seen. Not because there's any harm in it, there's no sensitive information there, it just looks a mess, but actually this is my life. Which is why I'm thinking one of the potential names for this channel could be Claire's Chaotic Corner. Because actually, I would love for this to serve me as much as it does you. I have got a lot of stuff and clutter everywhere in my home that needs to be sorted out and cleared. Let me move my coffee out of the way. So yeah, much of my house needs to be sorted. I did actually manage to make my own vintage sale yesterday within minutes of putting it up there, which I was thrilled about. Oh, so this one looks a little bit fancier. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh suggesting these are Temu Shane purchases. I don't know. This actually has something. Kay's Crafty. Oh, it says something up there that I can't read. So this one, there's your little thumbnail image. It is a Christmas sheep. With a 7-year-old. I quite like some of these sort of more cutesy, silly, kiddified images, just because it feels a little bit like I'm meeting him with his life experience. I don't know. So there's your full image. Yay, I can get it all in there. Again, if I bring it up close, it's a lot more pixelated as an image. There's, oh, this one's a 40 by 30. So the image itself is a lot more pixelated, but actually, again, it still looks like it's got that hand rendering quality of actually things matching where they're supposed to be. All of the drills in this one, in little bags, sealable bags. I was literally watching somebody else's YouTube channel on diamond painting. Well, actually all sorts. They were saying that actually these bags can make it quite awkward, whereas the, oh, I've put it out of the way somewhere too far away now. The heat seal bags, the ones with like the silver lines on, tend to be easier to then pour into any kind of kits. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you my kit thing that I bought. But anyway, loving the colours in here. You've got some beautiful greens, lovely deep red, down to not my favourite colour at all, but I'm sure once it goes in the image, it will make perfect sense. So actually that one's really cute. And with all the trays that I now have, I'm sure my son and I can probably do that one together. Oh, actually, this one has a slightly slightly fancier kit as well. And hooray, this is my first squishy. Been so excited to get a squishy and try it. I'm not opening this because my camera doesn't have enough storage to do all of this already, let alone if I start messing around with opening things that do not need to be opened right now. If you're here, you probably have enough experience already of diamond art that you kind of know what's going on. Right, I'm just going to pause. Just paused you there so that you didn't have to listen to, basically, so I didn't waste your time or my phone storage in putting something away. Oh, this one's really teeny tiny, and actually I love that. So this is a 25 by 25 snowman, as if you couldn't tell. Oh, still got that positive rendering quality to it. So actually even more excited to do this. When I'm looking at these things on Vinted, knowing full well, because of the price that people are asking for, they're probably cheapy shop knockoffs. I don't expect greatness, if I'm honest. So even if it's small, I kind of just bought this going, oh yeah, it's a cute image. It's not going to look anything like that, but we can have fun with that. Again, 7-year-old, remember. But actually, this one looks like it might come out really nicely. So quite excited about that. Lots of pinks and reds in the colourway there. Oh, that one looks gorgeous. I'm just going to, sorry for the noise, unpeel that a little bit so you can see. That colour there is beautiful. We're all natural, actually. I have got my ceiling lights on, but mostly all natural light here today. So sorry for the glare. I can't really do a lot about that. Yeah, that's that one. No toolkit. Oh, some weirdness going on in the back here, but I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. It's not like I'm going to be hanging these in some famous art gallery at all, is it? We've got another one, 30 by 40 this time, so a bit bigger. It's still got that nicely rendered, like, pixelated image. I'm actually quite happy with that. I do logic puzzles. They've changed names 3 times. I think they're currently calling them nonograms. You can find them online, but I learned about them originally, gosh, in my early 20s. And so what, we're talking like 20 years ago I learned about these. I was given a book, basically a puzzle book that someone had bought from W.H. Smith's, but like couldn't figure it out, and it totally was like, ah, for my brain. I love stuff like that. So the idea of creating art with pixelated images for me is not problematic at all, because I've been basically colouring it as a way to stretch and challenge my mind for many, many years already. So the colours on this one, I don't know how people do this in their videos, because I feel like every time I turn this up, the drills are just going back down the other way. So sorry. I might record better with more storage on my phone. I've apparently got, oh no, I'm doing all right. I've got 11 minutes left. Shall I take it out? Shall I do it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I've taken it out of the packet, and you can see you've got the codes on here for the colours that they are. Interestingly, all these codes are the same. Amazing! My maths brain loves it when things are logical, sensible, and match up. That code, W1168, is on the Diamond Arts canvas, as well as each and every one of these baggies. So even if they get separated, I'm going to be able to find it again. I love that. Right, so turning over, we've got white with a escapee. Or 2 actually. Black, blue, that's a beautiful like pinky purple, browny colour, actual brown, loads of blue with again an escapee, which makes sense because obviously there's loads of blue around the outside. So I've come to learn this is what's called colour blocking. I have yet to do any colour blocking. Perhaps this is where I start trying out a multiplacer. I haven't tried a multiplacer tool either. I've done a couple of mini tries because my son made me, and I didn't love it, but I figure it's one of those, like anything, needs practice. Some beautiful reds. Oh my gosh, there's so many like escaped drills in here. Can you see that? There's like blue ones in there. It was easier to show you on the white. Apologies if you're hating these noises. There was a, can you see there's an escaped pink drill in the white ones there. So almost all of these seem to have escaped drills in there. But there's some really lovely colours in there. We've got almost a full rainbow. Oh, that's a gorgeous red. I do get drawn to reds. So that's that one. And again, I'm going to pause you to move all of that out of the way and try again. So put that one away. The reason I had these 3 kind of all together. Oh, is that the same image? That would be cool. Oh no, I've already done that one. It's because this is the other one. Ugh. So these were listed as a bundle already, I think, on Vinted, if I remember rightly. So we've got Santa and Snowman, 25 by 25, both of them. So my son has some difficulties with fine motor skills. So I've come to realise that actually this is going to form a really good part of his home education, doing this together in terms of supporting him with those skills and placing the diamonds in the right places. It looks like the colourway is pretty much the same for both. So it could well be that actually we end up doing these ones side by side, with me doing one and him doing the other. I think if that were to be the case, I would probably be doing the Snowman, just because there's a little bit more going on with that one. So I'm just going to pause you again while I organise this and pull out the next bit. Oh, that was very noisy. Right, so this one was a kids kit of stickers. Oh my gosh, can you see? This is why, if you saw, I don't know if it's now in the same video or different video, this is why I had drills spare to show you, because in this one some of them have got loose. So this, I've got a pen, just because, again, like I say, lots of sensible pricing by this particular seller on Vinted. There's some different things in there. I'm not going to open it now. I just thought I'd give myself a try of a different pen. This recording has been interrupted by the phone storage running out after all. Apparently there weren't 11 minutes left on my phone storage to continue recording that one. Thankfully, I noticed pretty quickly and didn't talk to myself for too long. If you would like to see the rest of what was in that particular package, do let me know in the comments below and I will finish recording this video. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me again in my little corner of the internet, and I will see you next time.